Power, where the tough questions are asked. Welcome to Face to Face. Every Tuesday at 9 p.m., join Umaru Sanda Amadou as he takes you face to face with the key players shaping the future of our nation.
I lost over $10 million at the trade fair.
You had a fight with the management of trade fair?
I don't have a fight with them. I just deplore the way they went about what they did.
Let's talk about the chief prosecutor of the state at the time that you were being prosecuted, Godfrey Yeboah-Dame, the Attorney General.
Yes. I think he was directed to jail us.
By who?
By the system.
Boko has been a failure for your government, though.
Can't be a failure.
You have not solved it.
No, you are not praising them, the previous government for solving Yendi, which was even a more difficult case.
It's quite obvious that from these votes, the people felt that let's just let you go.
So they were disappointed in
us.
You are essentially the worst government in the Fourth Republic.
I don't know how you are doing that. If you based on the indicators.
Yes, based on the number of people who refuse to come and vote for you.
If that is your analysis, then why not?
No filter, no boundaries, just the truth behind the headlines. Deep, bold, and unflinching. Face to Face with Umaru Sanda Amadou airs on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV, where politics gets real.
Banya den omanye ni wabote nyon hemi ne onto Kenya kashe yo wa denche ajomo fiamo. Yes, match ochu krikri nyomi wo yo wo baye wo denche wo I don't know the English name for that, heritage. Yes, you welcome to the chat right here on Channel 1 TV. I tried to do the God thing. Did I do well? Did I not? You can let me know on our WhatsApp number 0204447033. I am super excited. I am elated because we are in the month of March where we get to celebrate our heritage, where we get to explore and learn a lot about Ghana. So make sure you keep it glued to your screens because this month you're going to learn so much. The Heritage series will be on where we get to learn a lot about our history, our religious history, something that I'm personally interested in. And then also we get to know how far we've come with music. Dana was on the production for that. So I know what we are cooking for. We are cooking something special for you. So we get to know that. But hey, you're welcome to the chat right here on Channel 1 TV with me, Ekow Koomson. Confirm on all social media platforms at PK_Koomson. Koomson spelled with a double N. It feels good. It feels elated. I feel elated to be here to actually have a conversation with you. Today we are going to learn a few things. Do you know about the Ghana-French partnership? When it comes to our music industry, the writers, those who are looking to learn a lot about copyright, and then also those who are looking to protect their works. The Ghana-French partnership is on, and then we are going to learn a few things about that. And then also, I'll be having a conversation with Fifi Coleman. They have a brand new one coming out very soon, so we'll be looking at that and checking that out as well. And then I'll be having a conversation with a guy that we've missed so much. Yes. I see you do, Kwamina MP. Hey, Ato, Keshe. It's good to have you back. So we'll be having a conversation with Kwamina MP. He has a brand new one out, Love in the Club. We'll be looking at that as well. So we have all this and more right here on their chat for you. My name is Ekow Koomson. Confirm on all social media platforms at PK_Koomson. Koomson spelled with a double N. We are in the month of March, and happy new month to you all. We'll go for a quick break. When I return, we have more for you right here on the show. Just stick and stay.
Curious about what's happening beyond your borders? Beyond Borders takes you there. Every Wednesday at 7 p.m., join Caleb Kuda as he explores the stories that shape our world, connecting you with Ghanaians in other cultures and seeing the world through their eyes.
So we've learned one thing: you leave your shoes outside. Wow.
Tuesdays,
yeah.
you know, I won't go to Ghana dressed in a Lacoste.
As director of operations.
From international politics to the human stories that define nations, Beyond Borders brings you a fresh perspective of Ghanaians around the world, one conversation at a time. Beyond Borders with Caleb Kuda airs Wednesdays at 7 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV. This March, we invite you to splash in the pool of cultural expressivity and soak yourself in the celebration of indigenous authenticity in our Heritage Month. Join us for the Heritage Month launch on Friday, February 28th as we kick off a month of unforgettable experiences. Pack your bags for the Heritage Caravan, a week-long adventure across Ghana from March the 2nd to the 9th. Discover the beauty and history of our land. Savor the flavors at the Back to Your Village Food Festival, a culinary extravaganza on March 29th and 30th. Taste the essence of Ghana. Tune in to the Heritage On Air series on 97.3 CDFM and Channel 1 TV. Feel the rhythm of our music, journey through our religious history, and indulge in indigenous Ghanaian food. Join us to celebrate our heritage this Heritage Month, where every moment is a story. Only on Channel 1 TV and 97.3 CDFM.
Of their labors, toils of the dream, which have brought return.
Welcome back to the chat right here on Channel 1 TV with me, Ekow Koomson. Confirm on all social media platforms, PK_Koomson. Koomson spelled with a double N. You can also join the conversation. Our WhatsApp number 0204447033 or drop us a message on all social media platforms, hashtag their chat. I mean, X, Facebook, anywhere. I'll be glad to read a message from you. If you find me, in this regalia or this smoke, you should know the Heritage Month is here. We are celebrating our heritage from the 1st of March to the 31st of March. Everything would be about Ghana. I really wish I could speak the local language. Do you know any local language, Emily?
I really wish I did.
You really wish you did? All right, so today we'll have the conversation in our local language. Is that fine?
I have to learn one way or another, right?
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. Yes, sim. What I say, you make a chi kakra. Ne aka brofo so kakra. And then you obruni koko and tim. It's an enemy chi. Oh my God, I'm dying. But yeah, it feels good. Seven, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
How is
You should have told me you were doing the National Smoke Day, or was it National?
No, it's Heritage Month.
Heritage Month.
So
yeah.
every single day on TV, anytime I show up on TV, I must rep our heritage one way or the other.
Okay. Is Channel 1 giving out the smoke, or I need to buy my own?
Oh, you get your own smoke, bro.
Please get one for Emily too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever had any smoke, or have you tried any of our African or Ghanaian clothing yet?
Yes, I
Which
did.
one?
I have some kente.
Oh.
Like I have a very beautiful dress in kente. Yes, but I would love to get one of those.
Yeah, the smoke.
Yes.
You have to. I'll be going to the north very soon, so I'll just take your size and I'll see if I can get you some.
Please.
I will. Anyway. All right, guys. So I have Seven Xavier, who is the president of Ghana Music Alliance, here with us. Sorry about that. And then I have Emily Maisel, who is the project lead for the conversation we are about to have. And what we're talking about today, we are talking about strategic partnerships. Alliances are good. Partnering with people is very good. We've had this long-standing partnership between Ghana and Nigeria in every sense of the word partnership, like banter, music collaborations, everything. Now, It is Ghana and France, and we are exploring the boundaries when it comes to music, copyright, I mean, giving people training and everything. I have these two wonderful people to drag the conversation, to give us more details about this. How can people join the next project if there's even one? And how can we make it even better and bigger? So you're welcome back. Can you tell me a bit about the partnership? I mean, what birthed this whole partnership? And I'll start with you, Emilia, and maybe Seven can join it.
All right, thank you. So this project revolves around the music value chain in general and about the remuneration of artists. So we chose two different parts of the music value chain to work on together. So the first one is about copyrights and a strengthened environment for copyright. The second one is about live music and about new spaces and heritage spaces actually for music and music venues. So regarding the first one, the idea is to empower the music creators through this specific link called the music publishing. So maybe I will let Seven explain a bit more what this is so that I don't make any mistakes. But yes, the idea is to find partnership together between musicians and their managers and their music publishers in France and in Ghana. So obviously a lot of people in Europe, everyone has their eyes on African music, right? Yeah. Like, I mean, it's everywhere. It's global. It's the one global sound right now. And at the same time, the idea is that obviously the industries in Africa, but also in Ghana, are, global, but that their intellectual property and infrastructure as well remain theirs and are not, you know. Yes.
I feel you.
Yes.
But one thing I wanted to know before Seven comes in is why Ghana? Why not any other African country, but Ghana specifically? Because Seven knows I have my biases when it comes to some of these things. Yeah, he was telling you something off air, right? So let's say, why not Kenya, but Ghana? Why?
Okay, so the stars aligned here, I must say. So, we had a good conversation with the Ministry of Culture. We had good conversations with the French embassy. The market is also, the music in Ghana is also really well known and special. And I think also, for instance, if you had to choose between Ghana and Nigeria, as you mentioned Nigeria before, I think it was also easier to start a pilot project like that in Ghana.
All right. I just hope one day it's not just a pilot project, and then when we are cooking something, when it's ready, then we just take it out there. But Seven, anything you want to add to this? I mean, this whole partnership, what does this stand for? What does it mean? And I mean, anything to add to it?
Okay, so I know you want to hear a story, so I'll tell you a story. I met a few French folks at AC Sutherland's place. What was it called? Abofra, something. She has a place where she has musical stuff, like creative stuff. I mean, mostly musical.
AC Sutherland, the creative director.
Yes.
Okay.
Her granddaughter or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think I've forgotten the name of the place, but I was there for a showcase. They were doing a showcase. And I met a few people from France, and we were talking about music and stuff. And then I met, I'm not sure what his title was, but he's a very nice guy. I think he left now. He was with the embassy, and Thomas.
Yeah.
And then we got into talking, and it was really random conversations, and I had no idea exactly why they were asking certain questions, but they asked questions, and whatever. I was with Kofi that day, so yeah.
Special shout outs to you, Beat Menace.
Special shout out. I was with him, and we talked. So it was like, hey, let's get your number, and we'll talk more. So I'm like, cool. Then it ended to like another conversation, and then it got to the point where we have certain things in mind that you wanted to help the Ghana music industry with, and we want to brainstorm and see if it makes sense, So, as in like the typical Alliance fashion, we're like super excited to know that this is something positive coming to the industry. So basically, when we talked, it was like she said, music publishing, and then live music.
Okay, live music.
Yeah, music publishing, copyrights, and live music. That was also the two main things. And then live, actually, I mean, the plans would encompass live music and festivals. You know, the festival hasn't happened yet, but they have some other things that they did on the side. So the funny thing is it's 2022 maybe. This conversation I'm talking about, yes, 2022.
Is that recent?
2022 was when the conversation was had.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's very recent that you've been able to, like, I mean, start it off already. Because, you know, for some of these things, especially when it comes to partnerships, I would take like so long.
I would definitely give it to the French because I guess they wanted to do it. You know, they wanted to do it, really wanted to do it. And they had budgeted and everything for it. So, you know, talking to us, we gave our insights about the industry and what we would really need. And it's.
I hope you give them the good ones only.
You have to give the good and the bad.
That's why they are here.
You have to get in the good because if I paint it all nice and rosy, oh, let's keep our money. They don't need us, you know. But I had to let them know what we needed, what is lacking, and so the industry is really comprised of recording. It's the music industry at the top is divided into like the recording industry, the publishing industry, and then the touring.
The touring, okay.
Yes, we do the.
Where does the business of it lie?
Everything lies in the recording. So the recording is where you record. So it says recording, but the recording means recording, marketing, promo, getting into the DSP, distribution. All that lies under the recording industry. Okay. That's basically recording and getting the music out, marketing, everything. That's that one. Then the music publishing comes in. Now, a label will be under like the recording. It's you're putting new songs out all the time. That's what you're doing. Now, what happens when like a year or two later, songs are still being played? They're probably being used for commercials and stuff like that. That's when a publishing company comes in and they manage your catalog or your copyright. Because unfortunately for us, I mean, going back a few years, you could hear a commercial on TV and somebody just took somebody's music and just used it. Yeah. No permission acts, nothing. You know, it was, so this is when a copyright comes in. A publishing company can basically, hey, you used our song, we are suing you for $1 million. That's where the publishing comes in. So the publishing also is the reason why I would say in this day and age, like this year or even last year, you still hear that Michael Jackson or Bob Marley is still making $50 million.
Yeah, it's making so much money.
So much of their catalog.
Posthumously
because the publishing company is working. Making sure the songs are in movies, songs are used for commercials, the songs are being exploited in various ways to make money. You know, because the label is concerned about new music out. That's what they're concerned about. And the publishing will do the rest of the work. Just make sure that your interest as a songwriter is protected. So the song you recorded really belongs to a label. Yeah. But what you own in it is your copyrights or the publishing, which the publishing company takes care of that for you.
And then now the touring bit.
And then the touring bit is also where the live performances and going on tour and all the good stuff. That's what most artists like, that being able to go on the road and make money.
Road shows and all that. A dip on the road.
That's what happens. So it happens that I think the recording parts we are pretty okay, but the publishing does not exist in Ghana. And they're touring to Charlie. The boys are playing 2 shows, 3 shows a whole year. There's no money. Do you know how many shows you have to play in France to be considered a musician, to get like government grants and stuff?
Tell me.
45. It's 45 shows.
Yeah, it's like at
45
least
shows. Yeah, at least 45 shows.
45 live shows.
Yes, whatever. However.
Okay, so let's say 45 festivals. So it's not 45. Let's say I play in a pub every weekend. Does that count as part of the 45, or 45 standard stage shows?
No, I mean it won't be standard stage. Whatever you play, whatever you can play, but it has to be so. Fortunately for them, because of grants and other things that comes to them, like everything they do is logged properly. They know how much you were paid. They know how many times, how many minutes you played for, what songs you played. All of that stuff is logged because you will get grants and stuff towards it. I mean, when you listen to the structure and setup, it's amazing.
It's interesting.
I can only compare it to Canada, but I'll just say I think the French system is amazing. So when they came on board and they wanted to do this, It was something that we supported, Alliance supported. We wanted it to happen. And 2022-ish was when we had the conversation.
All right.
And it took a while, but finally, and we actually started doing last June, right?
Yeah, so June 2023, I think we started.
Was when you started, yeah?
It was when the MOU was signed.
Yeah. And it's going on till August.
No. Well, no. It's the first part is done. The publishing side
is done.
It's done. The live part is still in the works.
Okay.
I'm not part of the live part, but I was part of the publishing.
All right. Now, Emily, let me come to you. So, how has the reception been for you? When you were coming in, did you envisage such reception? And when you came in, have they actually met your expectations? I mean, I'm talking about the reception and everything. How has it been for you?
Before she answers that, so Emily has been here for a while. I saw her back in like the 2022-ish when we were having those meetings with she's a DJ. She's out performing, so she's not like a stranger.
Like she's
she's out there having fun. So no.
All right, thank you very much for letting the cat out of the bag.
She's a DJ, good DJ. So yeah.
Wow.
Would you teach me if I come?
Of course. It looks more difficult than it actually is.
But it's fine. I mean, I host a show with a DJ. Special shout outs to you, DJ Mingo. I see him do his magic every time, and I'm like, that's interesting. That's interesting. But anyway, tell me, how's the reception been for you? When you're coming in, like I said, did you envisage such reception, and how's it been ever since you came in?
Right. So I didn't really have any expectations because I was also entering a world. Every industry has their own specificities, right? And so I was really entering without any expectation in that. It's been, I must say, it's been good. People were really interested. So the first 6 months of the project, I just had lots of meetings with a lot of different stakeholders, obviously under the guidance of Seven, of Kofi, the ministry, the CAA as well. So it was very insightful at first. And then it was interesting to draw different comparisons with the industry that I know a bit more, which is the French one. And so on the Ghana side, people were on board usually, especially the people in the industry were happy that the lights were shed on certain aspects because music publishing, it's not like the touring part or the recording part. It's not as glamorous.
Yeah. It's relegated to the background, like okay, I'm done.
It's really mostly paperwork and legal stuff.
Yeah,
that's
we
what
don't like.
We don't like that. We don't like paperwork. We don't like to read. So
anyway, but Seven, you have been like on a campaign.
Yeah.
I don't say against the industry, but then for the betterment of the industry.
Thank you very much. I like the way you worded that.
Yeah, for the betterment of the industry, because you feel like there are so many things that we can do to make the industry better, to make it good, to make it appealing for the international community to come. Like we have the French people now part of us because you led this. But you've also been unhappy with the industry. So what actually pushed you to say, okay, in as much as I'm not happy with this industry, I still want something like this to come to the industry?
Because I think if you listen to my rants and everything, you should come to a conclusion that I still want things done properly, things structured. And most of the artists are my friends, right? And I know how it'll end without these structures.
You're seeing the end?
Yeah, we'll be donating money to their health, for their health care and other things. Because it's happening now, like, some of them, and it will happen again and again. It's this cycle. It never ends. And the music publishing to me is one of those things that could actually happen to them and save some of them. When there's a good music publisher, so basically a music publisher pushes your song like every time for decades to come. They're pushing it, they're trying to get it somewhere, And, if you can end outside of Ghana. So what we are trying to do is basically to be Ghanaian publishers, having some type of partnerships with publishers in Europe and in France, where the music is going not just here but overseas, and we are getting some money off publishing from that end, because the publishing money on that side is really good.
It's heavy.
It's heavy. It's heavy money. Like,
wow.
You know, you can have one ad or TV commercial or something, and you could be okay for a year.
For a year?
Yeah.
From just one
From
ad.
just like sync placements or those other things, you know.
Wow.
So your publisher is actually the one to try and get your song in a movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's, you know, what a publisher, one of the things a publisher can do. They can get your songs and even on radio, back on radio, if anything. You know, they can even arrange for remixes for you, you know. So publishers are very important, but they're non-existent here. So we have songs that come out and die like in months.
Yeah.
They are dead, like they are gone. RIP. It's done, you know. And the publisher is really supposed to be there to like keep it going, you know.
All right. Now, I just want to run through a few things that you guys had planned, or some of the things you worked on. So number one, on like the project scope is supporting the expansion of Ghanaian music industry through live and publishing, which you're talking about. Number two is the object and specific, a co-construction between Ghanaian actors and French actors, and a traversal objective of promoting Ghanaian heritage. And then two components with two distinct objectives. Activities of the project, organization of awareness campaigns, organization of professional training for Ghanaian music entrepreneurs, networking between French and Ghanaian publishers, a report. How far with the report? Is it ready?
Which one?
A report on music copyright management in Ghana.
No, not yet.
Not yet?
No.
But how is it looking? How is the music copyright conversation in Ghana looking like? Do we even have one?
Let me answer that one. So during the program, I think by the fourth session or by the second session, the publishers or will-be publishers realize that everything really relies on or falls back on Gumroad. Because if I'm a publisher and I have these artists, Sarkodie, Stonebwoy, Shatta, on my roster, the copyright money, the publishing money, is mainly going to come from Gumroad. Yes.
And it's also not in its best of shapes.
Yeah, exactly.
At this point in time. So
if you read the thing, it's your title was like value chain.
Yeah.
Yes, it has to be everything has to be working for everything to make sense. So Gumroad needs to work for publishing to 100% fully function. You know, but I'm glad this happened, because when I was told they wanted to do this, that was the first thing that came to me, like, oh, if it does, I wouldn't have to chase Gumroad anymore. The publishing companies would now
chase Gumroad on your behalf.
Because they need to pay them.
Yeah.
You know, so guess what? I think, the second session, they clicked and they got it. Like, they understood exactly what this whole thing was about. So I was very, very happy when that happened, because now we need to make sure that Gumroad is working so publishing companies can make money from Ghana, and also they also look outside of Ghana to make more money for our people here.
All right.
The older, one more folks. So the older folks like Ibo Taylor.
Yeah.
He has publishing. So let's say, he has a song that Ludacris sampled.
Yes.
It means he makes publishing of that. I think it was for Usher or somebody. I forgot who it was.
He was making money on that.
Yeah, so the case with Obrafo and
Killer Cut.
They shouldn't be fighting, because the publishing company will handle that.
We'll handle it.
Exactly.
Just sleep. Just relax.
Just relax.
We'll take your money and give it to you.
Company's supposed to do that.
Yeah.
So for them to introduce that to us, not that some people knew about it, but there hasn't been like the drive to push education towards it. So it's welcomed. We are very pleased that he came and we had this program session done.
Right.
And we touched more minds.
Good. Now, Emily, can you just give us a sneak peek into like the French music business? So there's a French artist, right?
Yes.
How, like, what are the components that makes it a business for you guys in like your country? Because, for us, and I'm not shading anyone, but Seven will bear me out. For us, for us on this side, it is, so I am the artist, Seven is my friend. I'm like, oh, Seven, Charlie, can you do the marketing for me? He's like, oh, yeah, I go for do them. Oh, okay, Charlie, Ben is my friend. Ben, can you be my road manager? Oh, yeah, I go do them. I go do them means I'll do it, right? So you realize that you surround yourself with your friends, and then later on, you are not seeing where the money is going, like who is receiving what. And I think there have been even instances where an artist has been billed for an event and the artist didn't know. Because his friend is with someone, has taken some money. All of these things happen. So can you just give me a sneak peek into how does it work in France?
Right. So, I mean, there's not like one size fits all kind of example. And obviously lots of artists are still, you know, being managed by their friends and all of that. But usually, and I think everyone, not even in France, will tell you, when you're an artist, the first thing you're trying to do is get a lawyer. At least someone that can consult for you so that they can read their contract. A lawyer. Sorry. So that they can read your contract.
No, I want you to be emphatic on that. Reason being that, no, I'm being very serious.
Yes.
If we do a quick sampling right now, I can tell you, right, most artists do not have lawyers in their teams. Am I lying?
No.
Am I lying?
No.
All right. So I just want you to be very emphatic on that because to be honest, I was waiting for you to say, oh, get somebody who is going to manage your schedule and everything, professional. But the very first person you're mentioning is a lawyer. That tells you how important such a person is in your team. So please go on.
Yeah, no, exactly, because it seems like in a lot of parts of the world, the artist has to do everything by themselves. So for instance, this case with, is it Kobe Spikey? So the one who had to, whose song was sampled, exactly. Yeah. He had to do everything by himself. And it's amazing that he did this legal battle, but I think he did. Maybe he was surrounded by other people. I actually don't know.
I was.
Oh, sorry, you were there. Yes, you were. Fair enough. But I mean.
But the legal part was, you know, we had to go round and round. Like, truth of the matter was, Kobe's case, we couldn't find a lawyer who wanted a case.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Oh, it's in Egypt. Because Cover's in Egypt.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the lawyers didn't know how to handle it. Where we are here, Cover's in Egypt.
What do we do? So you need to get an international lawyer or somebody who understands the jurisdiction of Egypt.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
so they're all, these types of issues. So where was I? Yes. So lawyer, because you're an artist, the idea is to focus on your craft. And yes, then the boring parts, please get someone else to do it. And obviously there's always the money issue, but then maybe you have a friend who went to law school, maybe you can ask a law student. There might be some tricks around it, right? And then I guess what makes some systems work is the fact that it's very formal and the fact that it's very transparent. So if you go on the SACEM, which is like the French Gamro, you will see all the songs that have been played, when, where, and how much you're making out of it. And so it's, I mean, but to be fair, it's been here for a long time. Like, I think
it was the first ever.
Yeah.
Oh,
the French
Gumro system.
Yes.
The French Gumro.
Yes.
Yeah.
First ever.
Yeah, it's called SACEM. It's first ever.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's been there since I think 1800s. I think.
Yeah. So like, for the little story, I think it was in 1851, and so there were two classical music composers. They were just having lunch somewhere in a restaurant, and then they hear their music like being played by musicians, and so they're like, well, it's our music, where's the money? And so then they refuse to pay for the lunch, and and then this whole thing started.
Getting SACEM Gumro.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very beautiful to hear there, but I find it very interesting that you're mentioning lawyers. Now, with the people who have been on the project so far, like the artists, the music executives, all of that, what would you say the impact has been when you look at it from their perspective? Because I know you've engaged them, you've spoken to them and everything. How's the impact been for them when you measure the work that you've done so far in the past few months?
Like I said, so before I go on, the lawyer thing, it's most of our lawyers are corporate lawyers.
They're not entertainment.
They're not, I'll say, IP lawyers. They're not like in this industry, right? But then again, it's as if our industry doesn't have laws really, or nobody even knows the laws. to go by. If I took Sarkodie's song and did whatever it is to it, is that laws against it? Like, is it something
But
specific?
we know we have the copyright laws.
We do have the copyright laws, yes. But our lawyers are not the IP lawyers. So everybody wants to go to corporate law, oil and gas. There's like nobody is attracted.
But why do you think it's so? I mean, let's digress a bit. But why do you think it's so? Is it because there's no money there?
Just stop. You just said it. Okay, let me move on.
So how can we then make money there?
Exactly.
Because if the artists are also not willing to pay good sums of money.
Maybe it's not like they're not willing to pay, but there's really no money to pay. Then I would say a lawyer, like that's where you get like a junior lawyer, somebody like you can grow with. So hey, pro bono, but I'll pay you X amount if I get a record contract and it's worth X amount. I can give you 5% or 10% of it. You know, whatever arrangements you can have. You know, there's different arrangements you can have because even as an upcoming musician, you can have an arrangement with a studio with a music director. You know, because they don't have the money. So most of them are doing things based on agreements.
But then you are the same person who was fighting against, Charlie, let's not do things like, oh, we are friends. Because that's how it starts.
No, we are not friends.
Yeah.
So, let me use your studio. When I put my song on, if I make whatever money, let's say off a song, you're getting 5% of it. That's you doing things about the book.
So you have to sign a contract.
Sign a contract about it, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. I mean, to me, the industry is all about agreements and contracts.
But it shouldn't just be by word of mouth.
No, it shouldn't just be, oh, you're my friend. No, because I know friends who fall out because person is thinking, look, I produced for this guy for like 5 years and he finally blows up. Guess what? Now he wants to work with big up producers.
Yeah.
Doesn't even want to talk to. Yeah, so these things, it has to be. We are still friends, but that's the contract because humans change. That's our nature.
All right. Now let's go to like the impact from their point of view. I mean, because I saw quite a number of people on there, and I was smiling. Like somebody like R the J, I was smiling. S the legend.
I know why. Because I know R the J is your favorite artist. I know. Every time I come in, he plays him 10 times. I know. So you should have been. That's why I invited you.
Come again?
That's why I invited you to the thing.
Yeah. By the way, it's fine. R the J, I'm being shaded for loving you. But it's fine. But R the J plays good music. Do you know R the J?
Of course.
Yes. Of course.
He plays good music, right?
If R the J was there, it was because of her. So yes, she would know. She's a big woman, though.
I know. I mean, now you tell me. I can go check up on her. Yeah. But I saw some of the acts I saw in there was with big smiles. Yeah. So tell me first about the impact that they've had from their perspective, because I mean we cannot talk to them now, but you have interacted with them, you've seen the impact or the effects that you've had on them and everything. And then I'll ask you the other question. If I ask you now, it will jinx what you're going to say. So yeah.
So the whole program was in 2 parts. One part was the music publishing, the boring one, the one that we were in classrooms for how many hours a day?
Lectures.
A lot.
A lot of hours a day. But the good French folks actually provided us with food. We have food like in the morning, and then we had lunch, so it was good. We didn't really. No, I mean that's every meeting in Ghana, people article how do you call it? Article.
No, item 13.
Item 13. Yeah. It has to be there, and it was there, so it was good. So we did the classroom bit. We did. I think we started with 25 people.
Yeah,
we started with 25.
22, I think.
No, I think we started with 25, but we ended up having 22.
Okay.
I think. Well, 1 or 2 people dropped out, but I'm guessing the ones who sat through the whole program. Because remember, it went from like June to like December.
Yes.
Yeah, June to December. So, of course, people have schedules. They have things they're doing, but, the people, most of them made it from the June to December when we had the sessions. And like I said, most of them were music marketers. That's what their bios and stuff. Those were the things that they really did, like NYB and a few other people, like music marketers. Some of them actually dealt with like metadata.
Yeah.
They did other stuff in the industry, not publishing. I think the one person who was known for publishing was Dana overall, the impact, I think at the end of the day, people learned a lot. People realized that what we are missing, people realize what we're missing in the industry. So the impact on our side, I definitely can tell you so we have a WhatsApp page after everything. And,
the feedback
is really good. We discuss let's say real life situations of what we've done, of what we did in the classroom, and people contribute to it and they realize that, okay, there's some growth. They know what we're talking about. They know when we say publishing, splits, this and that, like they understand the terms. They understand exactly what's going on. And then the other side was the
is it a business?
Songwriting.
The songwriting,
yes.
okay.
Songwriting camp, which I know she loved. Songwriting camp is a whole another. How many hours a day? It was the 9:30-ish to 8 o'clock every day for about 5 days.
Yeah.
Intense.
In the studio for 5 days like that. Yeah, it was
And you have been taught how to write songs.
Well,
taking
you are
through.
You are collaborating.
Okay.
So now they brought 6 people from France. And they brought 6 people from here.
Artists.
Artists
Yeah.
and producers.
Okay.
Artists and producers. So that's where S and that's where
R.D.J.
How he just glows when he says R.D.J. Anyway, so that's where they were all in. So it's like our people versus the French people, but it wasn't a versus. It was more like, hey,
Collaboration. Let's come together.
Let's come together.
Iron sharpeneth iron.
Yes, this is, there was people from like different genres of music. There's rappers, there's singers, there's different genres of music, and outside too, they are doing different things. So how do we collaborate? Now there were 4 producers. 2 from Ghana and 2 from France. So we had Kovi, we had Nikwe, and then we had other 2 from.
This is my own Nikwe.
Who else?
Oh my God!
Yeah,
Shout out to you,
amazing. He did one. I think he had one of the most amazing beats that I like. I like hip hop, so he did one that's truly amazing. But it's another guy from France who rivaled him.
Yeah.
But every producer was great. Like it was. So at the end of 6 artists Ghana, 6 artists. France, and after 5 days, they made 26 songs.
Yeah, so that was a lot. So the way it happened is that there were 4 studios, and there were 3 people in each studio every day. So 1 producer in each room, and then 1 artist, 1 songwriter. Sometimes they change, and so they were like a group of 3 every day, and the goal of every day is to make at least 1 track. And they made more than 1, and so the groups are changing every day.
And are these like songs that are ready to be released, or they are not going to be released, or what's going to happen to these songs?
So right now they're demos. So we had a listening party on the last Friday actually, which
I invited them. He didn't show up.
No, last Friday everybody was dragging me. I'll tell you after the show. Everybody was dragging me, so I had to. Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. You will listen to them afterwards.
Yeah, sure.
And so, the reception was quite great, actually. They're all amazing. But obviously, since they were made in only less than a day, each of them, I think the producers, they're perfectionist people, so they will want to maybe
touch it a bit.
Yeah, exactly. Finish it up.
Fine-tune it to make it look better.
Exactly. And so, obviously, since we're in a project on intellectual property, we also need them to be cleared. We need them to be correctly. Everything to be properly done so that then we can release it.
Wow. Now there's this part of this whole project that you are raising funds for the pavilion in Trade Fair. Is it a round pavilion?
Round pavilion, yeah.
Good. I mean, why the need to raise funds to, renovate the round pavilion?
So basically, I think the conversation started in 2021, 2022. I think it was even with the Ministry of Finance, I think, who and some people there said, well, if you're looking for projects in general, there is the Ghana Trade Fair one, and things are happening there, so why not get in touch? And then, so the Round Pavilion, it's a beautiful piece of heritage. And so the idea is to preserve it and not put it down. And so when we entered it, we thought, wow, it would make such a beautiful cultural music venue. So we started to have different talks with the stakeholders there and all of that. And we're like, well, we're building a project about music, so why don't we kind of make all of our interests align. And so right now, what has been done? So we've worked with a couple people. So notably Kobe Graham to kind of have a data about how a music venue should be run, how to start the business models. We've also worked with Ghanaian and French architectural companies to know how to transform the place and eventually make it a music venue. Because when we started also our talk with the creative arts agency, they were telling us that it would be good to see how we can find more spaces for artists to perform, because it's also linked to their remuneration. Find more spaces where they can perform with high functioning equipment. Yes. So currently we finished the reports on the business models, and now we're trying to go a bit further.
Wow, I am. To be honest, I'm really looking forward to the whole Round Pavilion being transformed into a music center or cultural heritage something. I just pray that it doesn't end up being another great idea that's sitting on a piece of paper in someone's file on someone's desk.
When 7 is involved, I'll press next.
Come again?
And when 7 is involved, I'll press people's necks to make sure it happens. So don't worry, it will happen.
I'm really looking forward to it, because I've been to the trade fair a few times recently, and I have been very unhappy with what I saw. So when I saw in the reports that you guys are raising funds for the Round Pavilion, I was beaming with smiles. But then I was just like, would this actually happen? Because it's a great idea.
Yeah.
But would it end up on a piece of paper on someone's desk?
Well, it's a new government, so I would like to say yes, it will happen. But it's a new government. Let's see what they say, because it's basically it's public property for the government, so they have to. This is our proposal. Hey, should we do it? Could we go ahead and do it? So hopefully not just that. Hopefully they will also take other ones. I'm praying.
Yeah.
That they also look at the other venues and incorporate everything.
Incorporate that
together. Because when we had the session, the publishing sessions, forgot to mention they had people from France also come and teach, and we provided the local angle, the local contest to the students, quote unquote.
Yeah.
So, and they came basically with what happens in France, and France has thousands of performance spaces. So an up-and-coming artist can have space of 100 people. You can move to 200, 300, 500, 1,000. Then it goes to the bigger 50,000. So they have thousands of places where they perform.
They have the structure.
That is why, and then so it's we have all these infrastructure for you to perform. So don't do 2-3 shows a year. Do 45, 50 shows to show that yes, that's your career. And trust me, imagine our artists are able to do 50 shows a year, even 30 shows a year, 5,000 CDs a show. You'll be making more money than somebody sitting in the bank.
All right.
And 5,000 is something that you book them,
money.
right?
Yes, good money. That's some good money. But when you look at this project, I mean, now I don't want to call it a fest, but okay, let me say the first of many.
Yeah.
Right? It's done. What does the future of this project look like? Are you going to open it up again to another group of people to get on board? If there's a young creative who is listening to us right now, how can they get in touch? How can they learn about all of these things? Are you going to put the sessions together in a book or in a curriculum or something to share with people who also want to learn about this and everything? What's going to happen with this project, the future of this project, I mean,
Okay, so I think I have 3 points to answer to you.
Director, do you have time? Anyway, no, I don't know. I'll give us a bit of time.
I'll be very quick. Okay, so the first one is that we didn't really mention it before, but we did a campaign online called Play It Right. So in partnership with Jumbo Space, with the Copyright Office, and our usual partners, so the Ministry and the CAA. And so there were infographics about, how to register your music, what's copyright, so it can be useful for both artists, their entourage, and anyone who wants to know about it, really. So we also have a series of podcasts about it, so 5-6 episodes of podcasts that you can find on Jumbo Space's website, I think, or on their YouTube page, or the Creative Arts Agency one. So that would be the first question to, okay, if someone wants to get to know about it, there is this. There are these sources that will remain forever. The second one is that the future of this project, so since lots of connections have been made already between France and Ghana, so some of our people from the program came to Paris, and some people from Paris actually came to Accra as well, without us even telling them, please come. They just were really curious. So we had, I think, 2 French music publishing house that just came because they wanted to work. So they've been working with Kofi, they've been working with Seven, they've been working with some of our people. So the connections are made already at the private level. So second point. And lastly, I think this project has been globally successful thanks to all the amazing people that we surrounded ourselves with. So hopefully we can it can be the first of the many because we surely worked well.
All right, 7, 30 seconds before my director comes to cut my head. I mean, the future of this project and how does it make you feel?
The future of this project is we have talked to them to extend it, so they'll think about it. They'll let us know because it's all budgets and government stuff first before anything else happens. But what I can say is whoever was involved in the project, right, teach other people. Our publishers are supposed to start companies, employ people and teach them. In a few years they will learn whatever and they could also go up and open theirs. The people involved in the writing camps, it was beautiful to see you go into a room, one of the recording rooms, and you see somebody from France telling, hey, this is vocally, do this. It happened a few times. I saw it and I was like, this is beautiful. I mean, they're coming with whatever they know and teaching us. They learned something. So whoever was in that room, go out and teach other people. We can't rely on, you have this knowledge.
Yeah.
Share it. Share it. I would always share knowledge if I have to. I just want them to share their knowledge. That would be like the immediate future. Let's do that while we try to negotiate other forms of help to the industry. But we've done music publishing. Let's spread it. Let's teach each other. Then we'll come with something else, and then we'll move with that. So
thank you very much, Seven. It's always educative being here with you.
That's right.
And also thank you very much, Emily. The big woman that I'm meeting for the first time. I love to have fun, but I've not met you, so you give me all the places you play. I'll be there. We'll go for a quick break. When we return, I have Kwame MP for you. Charlie, it's going to be a good one. And then also Fifi Koman will be in their house. Take and stay, don't go anywhere.
Okay.
Life is a celebration of moments. Big and small.
The sun is scorching, I'm feeling the heat.
With Piva Drink, every moment becomes a refreshing celebration. From the beach to your home, in every corner of your world. Piva Drink adds a burst of refreshment.
Give me Piva cocktail and tangerine.
Celebrate every moment with Piva Drink. Refreshment for every occasion. Piva Drink, a taste you will love.
P for Piva.
This advert is FDA approved.
Are you ready for the road trip of a lifetime? All is set to explore 14 amazing regions of Ghana on the Heritage Caravan 2025.
If you want to come to Basu, see the dancing and write your name.
Dive deep into the rich Ghanaian culture through the food, the music, the history, and the captivating traditions. From the 2nd to the 9th of March 2025, you will experience the road trip of a lifetime. Build connections, network, and share unforgettable memories with fellow adventurers.
You have done half of the way. You have half more to go. How are you feeling? Okay, I'll never do this again.
So this is a grand entry into the water for a hot afternoon bath
The Heritage Caravan will smoothly drive through the Greater Accra region, Eastern, Volta, Oti, Northeast, Upper East, Northern, Savannah, Bono, Bono East, Ahafo, Ashanti, Western North, Western and Central regions. Throughout the 8 days on the road, groove to authentic live band music on the wheels with the melodic In Chim Chim Band. The Heritage Caravan 2025 will be fun, educative, refreshing, and most of all, remarkable. Stay updated. Follow all Channel 1 TV and 97.3 City FM social media handles for updates and join the conversation with the hashtag Heritage Caravan 2025. The Heritage Caravan 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV in partnership with the Ghana Tourism Authority with support from 97.3 City FM and proudly sponsored by the National Lottery Authority, Hollard Insurance, Omni Basic Bank, Goyle PLC, GB Foods, Standard Water, Apollonia City, and Beaver Beverages. Terms and conditions apply.
If a man chicken on you, don't do chicken on him. She don't make him walk up while sitting in one corner. Be yourself. Abba, cover yourself, Sally.
If she covers herself, how will she find market?
I'm a brand influencer.
Influencer my foot up.
Christiana, what is that?
It's another word for scam. As if you don't know what she's saying. Women, learn to keep your legs glued tight.
Abba, Madam Gorilla Glue. What would you do if the man you married can't satisfy you sexually? Would you continue faking orgasm? Would you cheat on him? Or would you leave him?
Hey, this one has overdue.
Maybe that she's asking me.
For all this and more, women at work, 8th and 9th March at the National.
Hey. Hey. You're welcome back to the chat right here on Channel 1 TV. Hey. I make happy pass. Do you know how it feels to see your crush on set? And I did, man. Guys, I'm not acting. Like.
No, he's not.
Anyway, Fifi Koma, you're welcome.
Thank you.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Nice. Jacqueline, you're welcome.
Thank you.
So why did she tell me she's part of this
It was
production?
a surprise.
It was a surprise.
I told you to come watch the play, and you chose the Caravan over the play.
Oh no, Caravan did you?
Okay.
Hey. I mean, do you want my contract terminated? No. Anyway, but that was just on the lighter side. Anyway, Fifi, so let me give you the inside scoop. I mean, about, what's her name, by the way? Emefa. Or Fantini. Yeah. So the fair lady you saw, I met her 2 weeks. Was it 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, Val's Day.
Yeah, Val's Day. I was out at a joint. No, I was not out with her, Fifi, relax.
Okay,
okay, that's hell.
Yeah. I was out at a joint, right, to go celebrate Val's Day with my friend. Right. Really good to celebrate Val's Day, actually. We just went out. Yeah. It just happened that it was on Val's Day. And I saw this very energetic lady on the other side of the whole place. She was dancing all over the place. And I saw Jacqueline. I was like, hi, Jack. Shelley, who is that? Like, new chapa. Oh, come on. Was even doing come up. And Jacqueline, so she you want nice. What do you say? And I'm quite a really good duco. Aha, there she is, guys. Watch it. Yeah. And I'm really good duco, more light. Same in news or cat, women at work. Hey! Don't worry, Fifi, we listen.
We judge.
Please, Fifi.
We will judge you.
Okay, now judge me. I'm crashing on her, judge me.
Oh, no, there's no judgment for crashing. It is the steps you take after crashing that we can judge. As for crashing, it is day or inside.
Yeah.
So the steps I take after
crashing.
And I'm a friend.
That is where we start judging you.
Anyway, guys, all this is not part of the script. But hey, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Women at work. We listen
and we judge.
Fifi, tell me about it. I mean, this like is it a third year in a row that you're having, or fourth?
Fourth, fifth.
Yeah, fourth, fifth. That you're having, should I call it an Independence Week?
Kind of, yeah.
Stage play. Last year was prison. Is it?
No.
No, is it prison graduates?
March. It was in March.
Was in March. Last year was slaves.
Yeah.
Slaves, yeah.
It was a slaves.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a
Before
slaves.
you did all of that. This year you said what? Women at work. Tell me about women at work.
She should tell you about women. She's the woman in it.
He's a director.
You are the director.
Women at Work is a group of women, 8 of them, at a retreat where they're supposed to just come with the idea of a problem shared is half solved. And in that community of women, there is this expose into each other's lives as to what is going on in their homes and how they seek to fix it somehow. Now they see how each other person weaves into another person's story and what they have in common and what they have heard before. That wait, you also know that? Oh, wait, you know him too? When he says this, that's what it actually means. And then, but it's just about, it was the idea of when women meet, what do they talk about? There's a general misconception, which I want to still stand by, that they gossip. But but when women meet, serious women meet, they talk about their lives. They talk about what is going on with themselves. They seek advice from each other where they cannot find in their husbands or their boyfriends or whatever. They come to share troubles, tell you, this is what I'm going through, what do you think or whatever. It's not always about talking about the third person, trying to bring them in and to bring them down. So that's what we are tackling, these women and their stories. Yeah.
Wow. But why is it that these women sharing their stories to rather get solutions, but it looks like you listen
and we judge.
And you judge.
So in the judgment, we help you identify some of the solutions. You understand? We are involving you. You get it?
And if I don't judge, I won't say anything.
Yeah, I won't say anything.
You tell me, I just keep quiet, it's okay. Have you watched those videos where we say we don't judge? Everybody says nonsense and everybody just keeps quiet.
We listen, we don't judge.
That
so
is the one.
When you are dancing, just keep quiet. But
so if you want solutions, that means I must judge you so that I can...
one time.
Hey. But that was smart too. But Jacqueline, I mean, what was your role in this and how does this actually apply to the everyday life of a woman?
So I'm a JY in the play. A JY is not being sexually satisfied at home.
Are you holding a club? A baseball bat? Okay, go ahead.
But I'm a lawyer. Yes. So with this story, I mean, every woman shares something that today's woman can relate to. There's a Muslim woman, there's a JY who is not really getting it. What will she do? Will she cheat on her husband? Will she leave him? What exactly should she do? There's also a mommy who has been a slave queen before, but now, okay, she got a pastor to get married to. There's the slave queen, actually. And then there's the person who, okay, Bogeniwaba, the person I want to settle down with doesn't want kids. I find out that the person actually has kids. Yeah. And then there's this other person, okay, my man cheated. I cheated some. Gave him the dosage, aura for aura.
You do me, I do you.
Yeah, man, no go there. So, and these are stories that are happening.
What role does a Refa play?
A Refa is a slave queen.
She's a slave queen.
Yeah.
A Refa.
Does she know?
I don't think she does.
Well, actually
I know
spoke to
she
her
spoke. Like they spoke to each other.
So I need to find a link to this show tonight and then send a link to her to just watch the show.
Yeah, to watch the show.
So like that.
But she's getting a lot of shout-outs.
Yeah. Refa.
So yes, these are stories today's woman can relate to. People are not sort of brave enough, or when a woman talks about some of these issues, they think, oh, she's cheap, she's not really there, like, why should you talk about it? But I am suffering. I need someone to hear me out. I need solutions. What should I do? Because society is already judging me with things I haven't even done yet. So what exactly does society want me to do? So I need a place to voice this out. And yes, some people have the notion that, okay, women are against women, but we women are actually helping women out also. Because some of us are relating to some of these stories. Okay, my 1 cent can help you fix something in your home, another person's, and then we are actually fixing ourselves. So yeah.
Wow, good. But Fifi, who wrote this play? Because a lot must go into writing this. And I'm asking this because I think last week I had Ken Fiati here, your brother.
Yeah.
And we were talking about Ekow Koomson and how writers are not celebrated enough. Because everybody's, excited about what they see on stage. Like, oh, that was a great play. Who directed it? That was good. Who was the actor? Who was the lead actor and everything? And nobody asks about the writer.
Yeah.
And the writer is in the shadows somewhere.
Yes.
Doesn't receive any credit, nothing. So who is the writer of this play? And why did you decide to direct this?
Oh, okay. So, the writer of this play is called Anna Hansen. Anna Hansen has been a friend for a very long time. We've been working together for almost 5 years now. In 6 years, we write for TV, we write for stage. I don't know. We write for everything. Everything like writable is a conversation with her, and then we get it done. Why did I choose to direct it? Because it's a story that I gave her. It's my story.
Oh, okay.
So I wrote the story, and then I gave it to her, and then she broke it down. Into a play, like
play.
how we have it like this. So that is why I am the one director.
But what helped you conceive? Because this whole retreat thing, right? For us, most people, we think, women there, where they meet to actually have these conversations is where?
The salon.
Yes.
But I decided to take them on a retreat.
Yeah, on a retreat, like have a counselor. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm not going to call your age into question. We used to have Obaya advises you in a mirror a very long time ago.
Yeah.
Something that it was a very
junior graphic, Auntie Betty. Hello,
Auntie Betty. Yeah.
Okay, that's what you put.
Yes.
I don't know anything about. I've never even heard Auntie Betty before.
Oh, Auntie Betty, you just write a story and share.
Hello, Auntie Betty, your school story.
Yes.
Junior graphic. Oh, yes, yes.
Well, I do, but we had like Obaya advices you and all of those things. The Spectator and all of that, and that is where I am coming from. I used to think how everyone would just go to Obaya, and she used to be she's the one who has all the answers to everyone's problems. And so I set it up. The original idea was that they went to a counselor's house, and the counselor is supposed to be. So actually, all this is happening whilst they are waiting for the counselor. The counselor is not even there yet. So they're like, oh, I've come, we're waiting for counselor. So we're just chatting, and then this person's story comes out. Just like that. By the time the counselor even gets there, they have already solved their own issue.
They solved their own issue.
Yes. So that is where it all started from. And I've been guilty as charged an advocate for women's issues, and I feel like it needs more light. We need to start give more light in it.
That's good. When is this happening?
8th and 9th of March.
Where is it happening?
National Theatre.
What's the time?
7 p.m. each night.
So it's one show each night?
Yes.
Hey, if you marry 2 yeah, by 1 8, no maybe you do 9 why? No, maybe you do 9 Yeah. But how much is it? Is
150.
150 Ghana cedis. Hey. We'll be seeing the word there, Papa.
Oh, they be.
And it's funny, today one of the interviews actually, everyone's like, why are you the only one still charging 150?
Because it's 200
name anyone who is charging anything 150 theatre. Everyone is 200, 250, 200, 250, 300. That's what everyone is doing.
Yeah, it is so.
It's only 150.
They 150.
Okay, I'm a student.
100
cedis with your ID.
I can't find my ID. My ID is missing.
I will even bring a bus to pick you from your campus to bring you to the theatre and take you back.
But my ID is missing.
Proof of registration.
Proof of registration. Me who?
Oh, that one.
Age.
I am 70.
And I'm someone guy.
And I'm a new graduate. That's good. That's beautiful. But your expectations from this play as the director, what are you expecting from people? And speak to all the people who are listening or watching us right now to be there on the 8th and the 9th.
I think the play also lends itself in celebration of International Women's Day.
On the 8th is International Women's Day.
So the women are working. The women are working on the International Women's Day. It's celebrating women and what they stand for. On the 9th, showing is opened by Komna. It's performing for all the ladies around, and celebrating them as well, serenading them just before the show. opens as well. So this is something you should look forward to come and see. You have your Rosalind Ngizas, your Gloria says, Safo, Queen Grace, Ajete, Mavis Abrokwa, Araba Dansua, Lisbeth,
Erefua, Gadede.
Please take that name again.
Erefua Baini.
Thank you.
I'm just giving you a clue so you can know actually when you're searching the internet, you know who to look for.
Okay.
Baini.
Yes.
B-I-N-E-Y.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we have gathered there. We have Jifa. I don't know. I think I've captured everyone, and then yes.
But is it an all-women play?
Yes, like the entire cast is women. There's no guy now.
There's no guy.
Yes, all women.
Oh,
yes.
Charlie.
Yes, we also have the new. We have a what's her name? Sarah Lawson.
Yeah.
Sarah Lawson too is part of our introducing Sarah Lawson.
So are men allowed to come?
Men can come.
This time around we say men can come.
Men can come.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Men can come twice actually.
Yeah, men can come.
Twice.
So I'll come on 8th and come on 9th.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So 7 p.m.
Yes.
7 p.m.
8th and 9th.
Yes.
National Theatre.
Yes.
Yes.
150 Ghana cedis.
Yes.
Nice. But where can I get tickets to buy if I want to get tickets right now? Or do we have digital tickets too?
Yes.
Okay. So can you give us, all the details about that?
She has other information.
Star 714 star 50 hash.
Yeah, come on, why? You can also get tickets in Frankie's or Subaka. Airport Shell.
So the Airport Shell, National Total, Frankie's Osu, National Theatre in the front desk of Joy FM. You can get tickets there to buy. We can also, what we say is that we are always open to sell to you at the gate. You know, if you show up and say, boss, better ticket to Metamo, it's like,
but we get tickets to be people.
I know, because sometimes we take care of the digital ones before.
Yeah.
We
and what did I hate about theatre is when I get in and the curtains are up, I've not enjoyed the show. I want to sit there, myself and one lady here, and Safo. We want to see the curtain go up. Yeah.
And I start enjoying from there.
Yes.
I understand that.
And
feeling.
I want to see them hold hands and bow.
Yeah.
I'm done.
But if I get to the curtains, I'm just like,
I understand.
Even if I get to the curtains and they are performing music, or
that one crap was I missed the beginning. Well, the short code once again is star 714 star 50 hash.
Nice.
Yes, and there's a phone number that you can also call. So she'll give you the phone number that you call. Yes.
Please don't do that.
I shouldn't do what? You don't know the company phone number.
Anyway, Jacqueline, before we go, give us a few lines.
What would you do if the man you married can't satisfy you sexually? Would you continue faking orgasm? Would you cheat on him, or would you leave him? Ojam was everything I wanted in a man and more. He was tall, masculine, strong, the real definition of successful. And most importantly, a Christian. A God-fearing man was my answered prayer. I weren't virgins, but we chose abstinence.
Of course.
I can't give you everything. Come, and I'll tell you what happened on the wedding night.
Hey, wedding night, what do I? What do you mean? Hey.
The number again is 054 545 320062 0545
320062 for all inquiries and tickets. You call that number. You can also get BBC.
0545
320062.
All right, 0545 320062.
Yes.
And make sure you call this number and you get everything you want. Special shout outs to you, Erefua Baini. I mean, I'll be there. I'll be there to watch it. I'll be there. Bye.
Bye. But I know Caravan will do.
We'll go for a quick break. We'll return. I have Kwame MP for you. But thank you very much, Fifi. Thank you very much, Jacqueline.
Thank you for having us.
I've overly enjoyed myself. Catch you right after this break.
If a man cheating on you, don't you cheating on him. She don't make you walk up to always sitting in one corner. Be yourself. Abba, cover yourself, Sally.
If she covers herself, how will she find market?
I'm a brand influencer.
Influencer my foot up.
Christiana, what is that?
It's another word for scam. As if you don't know what she's saying. Women, learn to keep your legs glued tight.
Abba, Madam Gorilla Glue. What would you do if the man you married can't satisfy you sexually? Would you continue faking orgasm? Would you cheat on him? Or would you leave him?
Hey, this one has overdue.
Maybe that she's asking me.
For all this and more, Women at Work, 8th and 9th March at the National Theatre. Men can come.
Curious about what's happening beyond your borders? Beyond Borders takes you there. Every Wednesday at 7 p.m., join Caleb Kuda as he explores the stories that shape our world, connecting you with Ghanaians in other cultures and seeing the world through their eyes.
So we've learned one thing: you leave your shoes outside. Wow.
Tuesdays,
yeah.
you know, I won't go to Ghana dressed in a Lacoste.
As director of operations.
From international politics to the human stories that define nations, Beyond Borders brings you a fresh perspective of Ghanaians around the world, one conversation at a time. Beyond Borders with Caleb Kuda airs Wednesdays at 7 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
Welcome back to the chat right on Channel 1 TV with me, Ekow Koomson, and ladies and gentlemen, AD on your log talk bia. Ato. What be fear? Hey Ato. Hey Ato. You know, you remember Apenyawake where he was referring to Ato Fosse? Hey Ato. What have you been? What have you been up to?
I've been recording, I've been working. I was working on my album. Right now the album day out, so me too a day out.
So the album actually brought you out?
Yeah, so.
Wow, because anytime I go anywhere, when I hear Baba, and I'm just like, yo, where's this guy?
Yeah, Charlie. It's been so long, right?
Yeah, it's been so long. I mean, why the hiatus? I mean, why did you decide to say, okay, let me stay off, let me rather work on my... Because you know, sometimes people are like, okay, even if I'm away, I'll still be dropping singles here and there.
I mean, I still been dropping singles. Yeah, I have. Last year, I think I dropped a few singles last year still. Yeah, and then I decided to like put together some songs and then make it an album and then drop them this time around. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Charlie.
Wow. It feels good. Actually, it feels good to see you.
Yeah, Charlie. It feels good to see you
in person for. I think the last time we had an encounter was like 3-4 years ago.
It was like
in Adabraka. Yeah, that was the last
some
time.
3 or 4 years
ago. Yeah,
that'd be crazy.
And it's been a very, very long time.
And
So
it
it's
actually felt like it feels like it was just yesterday.
Just yesterday.
It's serious.
Yeah, but how would you, especially for a young act like yourself, right? It's something that has been on my mind for a very long time when I engage with people who are still, I wouldn't say, you're not so young in the industry, but you are in like, you know.
Yeah.
Is the industry a very difficult space, especially in Ghana?
So I always say this, if I am going to have any difficulties or any like problems to face, it would be with myself. Like, I don't like to make excuses for myself. I don't like to like try to put myself in some particular space where, you understand? So I really don't know much. I think the only thing I'll talk about concerning the industry is like, you see, if I don't know if it's right to compare ours to like the Nigerian.
I mean,
people.
it's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, they are doing well, so it's always good to compare to someone who is doing better than you.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's anybody's fault. Like, I don't know if it's anybody's fault from the industry. I think, I don't know, me personally, that's how I feel. I feel like everything depends on us. Because if you see a place like Jamaica, they have like a very small number.
Yeah.
Like almost that. But the dancehall, reggae, China be like very big.
Yeah.
Yeah. These people are like very big across everywhere. So like, I feel like it shouldn't depend on any industry or anybody to be able to like cross borders or like do big works. You understand?
I feel you. But then also when you look at like how the industry is with dropping projects and following up, especially when you have a very big project that's all over the place. So see We Are Here There, see Party. All of these songs were very big songs from you, right? This year more boys, but yeah, man forget. All of this, you know, you were part of all these productions and they were big songs. How difficult is it following up with another big project when you have a big project like that?
How difficult? How difficult? I feel like all of that was me still, you know. The only thing I think I'll talk about is there was a time where like I wasn't myself when I lost my dad and all of that. Like that brought my energy down a little bit and all of that. You understand?
Were you that close to your dad?
Oh yeah, very close. Very, very, very close. Like this. Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't think, like I said earlier, I don't think it's anybody's fault. It's just me.
It's just how time had it.
You understand? So if that same fire continued, it would have like still, you understand? Yeah. I think it's just that now the system is a little changed. Now we have like, now TikTok is making songs bigger, even than the radio stations and all of that. You understand? It's just changed like that. So I think it depends on the individuals and then like what we can do to help, you know, sell our products. Yeah, you understand?
All right, let's talk about love in the club.
Yeah.
Why in the club? Why not anywhere but in the club? Is it that you love going to the club so much or you found love in the club?
Yeah, I actually found love in a club once. Yeah, I did. And then like people don't really believe that it's possible to like find love in a club, you know?
Oh.
Yeah.
How did it end? Are you still guys together?
Oh, are we still together? Okay, we the talk.
You the vibe?
Yeah, we the talk.
Is there a situationship?
Yeah, for now.
For now.
For now. I mean, everything builds up. So like, who knows? Maybe we'll get to that point where like, maybe crying and then like, I'm going to introduce some to you people.
That's nice.
Yeah,
but I mean, how many songs are on this album?
Yeah,
and
so
which one has been your
we
favorite?
have like 15 songs on the Love in the Club album. It has, most of the songs we love songs. So, and then we have like very danceable songs too. That'll be like some 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So 15 songs. I produced 9 songs out of the 15 songs.
Produced 9?
Yeah, Charlie.
Yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, then it makes sense why you were also away, because then you're also producing and working on some of these songs as well. But so far, which one has been your favorite of the 15
which one has been my
songs?
favorite? So the truth is, we're going to make it 20 songs. Because like I love all these songs, you know. And then like, because I love the songs, I wanted to have all of them together as one. And then give it to my people. But unfortunately, my people made it like 15 songs. And then like, yeah. So if I'm going to select a favorite, it will be hard. I'm not going to like, I love all the songs, like all songs be my favorite.
All right.
I love them.
Right. So, where can people find the songs? Where can they listen to them?
So the album Love in a Club is on every platform, YouTube, Audiomark, SoundCloud, Apple Music, Spotify, Boomplay, everywhere, like everywhere. All you have to do is just pick your phone and then type Love in a Club by Kwamina MP. You go show up.
Is there a challenge for the album yet?
Okay, so we are working on like few ones, you know, and then I would love them to be like very natural. I wouldn't want them to be like
engineered.
Yeah. Bob. So like as time goes on, we will definitely like figure something out, put them together, and then like, you know. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, it's been out for just 2 days.
Yeah.
And then like everything was me. Like everything.
I really feel you, and I can feel like the emotions. Right. Because it's sometimes good to stay away from everything. You know, from all the noise, just stay away, have clarity, and come back. So it's good that you're back this way, and I'm really happy for you. So make sure you go stream Love in the Club by Kwamina MP. But before we go, we have a few minutes to go. The actor is like screaming in my ears. You know, I can see you have a lot of tattoos there.
Yeah.
Any of them that you want to tell us about?
Oh, I'll talk about this one. Bongo Forever. That's my dad. Bongo Forever.
Your dad? That's Bongo.
Yeah, his name is Bongo. That's how we call him.
Oh,
and that's my son. I have a son. That's
so
my son's face right
his
here.
Face, his eyes. Okay.
Yeah, Charlie. And this is God is the Greatest. I have a few ones.
Oh.
Yeah, tiger.
And I can see one here.
This is like a small tiger.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's nice. You have very beautiful tattoos there.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Charlie, thank you very much for coming through.
Thanks for having me.
I really appreciate you coming through, and I'm super
By
excited.
the pay me say we had like just one time, you know, could have had like a lot of conversations. Like,
well, no, but you surely come back.
Okay.
You surely come back.
For sure.
Because Charlie, if I no go, I will receive some call where I don't pick. Yeah,
I see that.
So let's arrange and have a very extensive one.
Anytime.
Even on the countdown. On the channel 1 countdown.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll bring you. So we
have
have a conversation there.
Anytime, bro.
Good.
I'll pull up.
Ato.
Bless you, bro.
Thanks very much. And that'll be it for today's episode of The Chat. I mean, I've had a good time on today's show. Interesting conversations all through. And I mean, it's been a very packed show. Ato is saying that he didn't have enough time. But yeah, we'll make sure that we bring Ato back so our people can. And you see, sometimes when you are bringing somebody back, you don't want to talk about everything.
I understand.
You know. Just give them bits and pieces. I'm sure somebody saw your table. Permanent LP, he's back. That's good.
That's very true.
Ladies and gentlemen, that'll be it for today. Catch you next week as we have another exciting, interesting show right here on The Chat. My name is Ekow Koomson. You can find me on all social media platforms at PK_Koomson. Koomson spelled with a double N. I'm out.
Are you ready for